This week, 49ers versus Dolphins, and here are the keys to victory. What's going on, 49er faithful? It's your boy, the WayneBreezie. Welcome to the keys to victory. Look, we got 3 weeks left, 3 more keys to victory videos, 3 more chances for the 49ers to go out there and actually be victorious. Now, before we get down to the get down, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in this season. I know the season isn't over. I know the playoff chances are slim to none, but I do appreciate each and every one of you out there. And I just wanted to salute you and wish you a very happy holiday season out there. All right, from me to you, happy holidays. Welcome to the keys to victory. We're sponsored by Residency. You can go ahead and get you one of these cool residency caps. All you got to do is go to www.residency.com. Make sure there's a 3 at that second E.com, all right? And they got a sale going on. So take advantage of the holiday sale that they have going on right now. Use their promo code SFBreezie, and you can save on your total purchase today, all right? Let's go ahead and get down to the keys to victory. Now, I know people that are watching the shows like Breezie, these are probably the same keys to victory. You know what's funny? We keep making the same damn mistakes, man. We go out there, we make the same mistakes over and over again. So yeah, like it's simple. There's got to be a game plan. I do a show called Game Plan. You could check out that episode with John Chapman. The Niners find a way to not stick to the game plan depending on what's going on. And so that's why sometimes you're going to see some of the same keys to victory. So be mindful if you can. The Niners just got to figure out how to get these keys done, right? They got to find a way how to execute these keys. Number one, they got to stop the run. When you look at the Miami Dolphins, they're not an overall great run team, but they do have great weapons out of the backfield predicated off of speed. Their offensive line isn't the best out there, but they have a running back with over 700 yards. His name is B.A.M. This guy can run. I'm expecting the linebackers, the defensive front, they got to go out there and find a way to stop the run, period. Now, I'm talking about for the whole duration of the game. The Niners against the run have been really good in the first 3 quarters of the game, and then that fourth quarter, it's like they get worn down. Now, the good thing is, I don't think that the Miami Dolphins has a running back like a lot of the running backs the Niners had to face this year, right? As far as working them, wearing them down in that fourth quarter. Well, they will try to make the Niners defense a little tired, running sideline to sideline, using outside zone. Niners got to find a way to eliminate those big outside zone runs from guys like B.A.M, Raheem Mostert, and Jalen Wright, the rookie. All these guys are quick, fast, and they can get to the outside. Expect the Niners linebackers to go out there and do their thing, make the tackles. Dre Greenlaw should be good to go. He's expected to play in this game. So with him being there, it gives me so much more hope with the Niners being able to stop the run. The Niners actually want to force these guys to run up the middle and beat on these guys. These guys aren't very durable. They're not the bigger type styles of running back. So if you can get them running inside and probably get some good bodies on them, you can find a way to take away the run. Now, taking away the run does one thing, and it forces them to become one-dimensional. And then your secondary obviously can play, pass, and they can have a good day out there in the field when they know that the team cannot run. So setting the tone by stopping the run is key to victory number 1. All right, key to victory number 1. Woo! All right, let's get to number 2. Number 2 key to victory, limit the explosives. We talked about their running game and how they can get some explosive plays down the field just on the ground. But let's talk about in the air, right? Because Tua Tagovailoa is going to come out there and throw the ball. Tua's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to try to get the ball, play action pass, what they like to do, and he's going to get the ball down the field. Now, they got a couple of playmakers. Jalen Waddle is not expected to play. He has been listed as doubtful, but Tyreek Hill will still be there. Jonnu Smith, their tight end, will still be there. They got some other pass catchers, some rookies out there as well. The Niners, though, got to find a way to limit Tyreek Hill's explosiveness, especially down the field and underneath, right? If the Niners are going to take away the deep pass, cool. But the Niners can't also get beat underneath by taking poor angles and giving up explosive plays on a 2-yard slant. The Niners got to find a way to limit these explosive plays as much as possible. Why? Because these are going to be those plays that's going to give and flip the field position for the Miami Dolphins offense. And if they're closer and they're getting to their red zone, they're a little bit better in the red zone than the Niners. They're closer to 60%. The Niners are almost around a little bit over 50% at this point, but they're a little bit better. And so you got to find a way to keep them out of that red zone by limiting these explosive plays. I don't want to see the 49ers give them an explosive play, especially for a touchdown. If they give up an explosive play, they got to find a way to rebound from it, right? That's why I said limit them, rebound from it, and keep this team out of the end zone. The Niners got to find a way to limit the explosive plays, and if they do, again, they'll be on their way to a victory. Let's flip it to the offensive side, right? Because this is where the Niners has been struggling a little bit. Now, Isaac Orendo is dealing with a hamstring injury, so he's more than likely not to play in this game. So it looks like Patrick Taylor Jr. is going to be up. Israel Abanaconda is probably going to be up. Keyshawn Vaught is probably going to be up. The Niners are going to have to find a way to set the tone offensively by running the game so that the team's offense can find and establish this rhythm. One of the issues last week that they had against the Rams was they couldn't figure out how to run the ball. They weren't running for first downs. They weren't getting those explosive runs. The Rams did a really good job at taking away the run. I expect the Miami Dolphins to come out and do exactly the same with their 3-4 front, those 4 linebackers. Are going to look to find ways to take away the 49ers rush lanes outside. I won't like the Niners to find a way to dominate inside, use specific players to get to the outside. Maybe the Niners can incorporate some of the speed with their wide receivers and running these jet sweeps with a Jacob Cowing, maybe a Ricky Pearsall. Not the typical Deebo Samuel jet sweeps. I do expect Deebo Samuel to line up in the backfield. So the Niners are going to have to find a way to run the ball, and they need to get to that 30-plus number. That's something about running the ball 30-plus times is going to help them get over the hump. Once they do that, they usually win the games. The win rate is crazy. So they got to find a way to establish the run and stick with the run throughout the game. Running for first downs are crucial because they already know that Kyle Shanahan, if the Niners aren't running for first downs, if they can't rush for first downs, Kyle's going to revert to the pass. You're putting more work on Brock Purdy and passing the ball. You're also allowing them to empty the backfield. You're also allowing the defense to know they're not running it, so then they get to play pass, and you become one-dimensional. So the Niners can't force to become one-dimensional in this game when they're playing a team like themselves. Like they're literally looking in a mirror. This is really a reflective AFC version of the San Francisco 49ers, the way you look at this team. So if the Niners can figure out how to run the ball successfully, they'll have a key to victory. Now, running the ball successfully is a little bit different than execution because they do have to execute. Execute is almost common at this point. I think it's common sense. Duh. Execute. The Niners got to figure it out, right? The Niners got to stop giving themselves penalties, beating themselves with penalties, right? They get explosive plays. They get these plays. Next thing you know, gets called back for a holding, false start. Offensively, the Niners got to find a way to say, listen, let's stop beating ourselves up. Let's start beating ourselves, period. Let's stop with the penalty. That's number one. Offensive lines got to find a way to sustain blocks in the run game and as well as in the pass protection game. They got to protect Brock Purdy. Give him just a little bit more time to get the ball, to make his read, to get the ball out to these guys. When he does get the ball out to their playmakers, they got to find a way to catch the ball. They got to reel it in. They got to use their hands. Stop looking up. Stop trying to make the play. Stop trying to score the touchdown. First and foremost, I need the pass catchers, starting with Deebo Samuel. I need the pass catchers. I need them to fundamentally lock in. Catch the ball first, protect yourself if you have to, or run after the catch second. Like either way, number one priority for the pass catchers is to catch the ball. So the Niners got to figure out how to execute. And then when they get down to the red zone, because I believe they're going to get to the red zone, when they get to the red zone, they have to find a way to execute and get 6. And I know you're on the road and you take whatever points are given to you, and, you know, Jake Moody's going to come out there and he's going to kick the ball. I get it. But the Niners need to put up touchdowns. They really need to put up touchdowns. I expect the 49ers offense to be more locked in than they have ever been, even with more players not playing in this game. Doesn't look like it's going to be good for Trent Williams as a goal. Doesn't look like it's going to be good for Isaac Orendo. But the next man up, come in, and they just got to play their role. It's got to play their role. It's time for the leaders to lead. It's time for the captains to captain. I expect the 49ers offense to execute and be fully locked in against the Miami Dolphins. And if they do, key to victory. And last but not least, turnovers. You win the turnover battle, you win the game. No one likes to say it because it's cliche, but it's damn near almost 99.9% fact. The Niners were playing good enough to win the game against the Rams. They turned the ball over at the worst opportune time in that game. They throw an interception, and it was pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered after that. Now listen, turnovers do happen. Guys fumble, guys throw interceptions, things happen. You know, got to find a way to eliminate them, though. Don't want them to happen. You want to play as mistake-free football as you can as far as giving the other team the opportunity to do something with the football. If you punt the ball, that's one thing. But when you turn over the ball, that's a totally different thing. And when you're on the road and turning over the ball, it's almost damn near impossible to overcome all the adversity in that. Whether it's momentum change, if they score off of the turnover, if the defense scores on the turnover, like there's so much that can swing the mood of the game at that particular moment when it comes to turning over the ball. I expect Brock Purdy to protect the ball out there. There won't be any rain or any type of inclement weather in the forecast. This should be a really good game for Brock Purdy. I'm expecting these new running backs to be out there and holding on to the ball. I expect the 49ers to have 0 turnovers in this game. If they win the turnover battle, they win the game. If the defense can get out there and force some turnovers and give the Niners offense more opportunities, then the sky's the limit for the San Francisco 49ers. And I think the 49ers will be the team moving into 7-8 after week 16. Let me know what you guys think about the keys to victory down below in the comment section. Please don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. And listen, I'm telling you right now, become a member of the Breezie Bunch crew. Let's start the year off. Let's end the year off well and start the year off right. Become a member of the Breezie Bunch crew. Now, listen, I'm gonna do a special episode this upcoming Christmas Day. It's gonna be a half-hour show. And we're going to be doing a little trivia and have some fun, and I'm going to be doing some giveaways. So the only way to partake in that is if you become a member. So if you want to partake in it, go ahead and become a member of that and enter and have some fun on the trivia giveaway Christmas holiday special. Shout out to everybody over at 49ers Web Zone. You can read this article on 49ers Web Zone as well as watch the video. So do me a favor, do both. And on top of that, make sure you share both. I'm hoping you guys are in the season of giving, right? And if you want to give me anything for the holidays, just share my stuff. I truly would appreciate it. Love you guys. Keep it faithful to the Bay. Peace.